Yeah, it is, actually. Don't make a mess, please.
I haven't gotten to
Because their dad was really upset that he just swept yesterday. And there was so many freaking crumbs right there. I know Jaden, but you too, boy. I expect that from Jaden, but you too?
Yeah. I couldn't even eat lunch today. I got my lunch. I got 2 things of apple slices. Some kids took my apple slices. I told him to give it back. He didn't. He threw them at me when I got back. I grabbed them and I threw them at him. But it didn't hit him, it hit my friend. And my friend threw it back at me. And then we got in trouble by the
It's literally just said that was gonna happen.
And what is it called?
Text dad and tell him to get a roll of
Paper towel.
yeah, because the ones that I order are not gonna get here now because he's over there.
Okay.
Send where's your phone? Do it now because he's probably already there. And I ordered some, but they won't be here till the end of the week. To use all these extra napkins that we get from fast food place. I can't see. Hi, Jazz. Hey, girl. I'm making some green chili enchiladas, but I forgot. We just got here. We were on a mission. Remember, I went live earlier and I said I had to go to the store to get some stuff. I can't wait to show you guys what we ended up getting. Jaden, he's gonna be super excited. Okay, I have to use these napkins. I save all the napkins that they give us when we go like to a fast food place because they always give you a grip of them. And now that I normally order all of my toilet paper and paper towels, what?
How many cans?
4 little ones.
4 little ones.
I end up ordering the big boxes of the big boxes of toilet paper and paper towels from Amazon because it's such a good deal there. I don't know why this always literally pins up here, and I did ever since I got a notification that my did I pin that? Unpin it. That my subscribers are working now. It keeps doing that. I thought it was like a promo thing where I'm supposed where it's supposed to just add if I want to add it. That's why it says all that, but it does it every time and I have to go and delete it every freaking time. So I'm making green chili chicken enchiladas. The other day I made red ones, so today I'm gonna make it green ones. June, will you go sit with Zeke in there till Dad gets back? So he's not by himself. And then I messed up my hand, man. I went to this store and I was looking at I was trying to look for a specific size, like reaching up here, because that's where, I had to move it. And my messed up hand, I guess I messed it up because it hurts so bad right now. It hurts really, really bad. Bro, I'm gonna throw away all these pink Paris Hilton cans that I have. I bought these. Hubby actually bought them for me when they first came out. I think it was around Christmas too. And they work pretty good, but the only thing that sucks about the pan is, for example, whenever the pink part, like whenever this pink part, the handle, if it gets hot by the stove, like the fire, the flame, it smells like freaking plastic. Like really gross. Like melted, burnt plastic. I cannot literally see. All I could see is everybody that's on here watching. Miss Tiffany Martinez. Hey, girl. I think my phone's gonna die too. It is. So we have a Christmas party that we're going to this weekend for the car club. And I think I'm gonna take enchiladas. For the party. It's gonna be fun because I know that where they're gonna have the party, she was telling me when we went cruising this weekend that her dad's gonna dress up as Santa Claus one last time. I guess her dad normally dresses up as Santa Claus every year for the kids, and since he is getting older, she would like him to dress up at least one more last time this year, and he's gonna do it for like all the kids that are gonna be there for the car club Christmas party. I need to get my tripod, you guys. Oh, you know what? I could use this one. Because I can't even see you guys, and honestly, I'm all blind. Shit, man, I really messed up my wrist. Hi, cuz. What are you doing? ¿Que hable llamadas? En esta página no, pero a lo mejor en otras sí. What the heck? So glad you on. I had nothing to do. Yeah, we just got here. That's why I'm barely starting dinner, because we went and got Jaden from school, and then I went to Best Buy, and then I went to this store all the way on the other, well, in the city, because we went into the city. But I want to charge my phone, my other phone. I'll be right back. Let me go and see if I can. Hold on. Are you ready for Christmas, Jess? Did you already buy all the gifts? Do you, oh yeah, you told me what? You set like a limit for the twins, huh? At least you only have to buy gifts for the twins. I think that is so awesome that my cousin got lucky to have her first baby, a set of twins, boy and girl. Now that is beyond luck, because I feel like when you first start having kids, that's exactly what most majority of women want, a boy and a girl. Hi, Angel. Just made some salsa for hubby's co-workers. Cuz, do you know, you should, I need a recipe. I don't really know. I know how to make like salsa, chile de árbol and stuff like that. So when I used to work at Bank of America, my boss there which, rest in peace, he actually ended up passing away after I left. But every time that we had like whatever kind of holiday party for our branch, for like the Bank of America branch that I was at, he would always bring salsa, and it was so freaking good. I've never in my life had ever had, and his wife would make it actually, but it was salsa with pineapple in it. It was like the spiciness and the sweetness to it was perfect, and it was really good for like with chips and stuff. Anyways, when I first started working at Bank of America, I was already, I think I was like 6 or 7 months pregnant with Serenity. And I would crave it so much, like after I tasted it the first time. And I would pay his wife to make me containers of it because that's how good it was. Man, I wish, does anybody know how to make salsa like that? I'm not 100% ready. What the hell? I thought my phone was dead and it actually wasn't. Do you ship to Canada? Like for like anything on my website? If you're talking about that, I don't have it available like on the website, but if you are interested, I can. The only reason I don't have it like that is because in the past I used to do it and I would ship to Canada like my hoodies and stuff. So shout out to all the girls, all the girlies that have the Hood Barbie hoodies in Canada, because it was so expensive to ship out there. So I took that option off. I mean, obviously I should put it back in case anybody wants to purchase, they can. It's obviously the shipping is expensive, but if they want to pay for it, then, you know. But I don't have it available on there right now. But if you are interested, message me and let me know what you would like. And then I could go and do like an invoice for you. And basically you'll find out on that invoice how much the shipping would be for your location. Because I won't know until I have your address and your, like how much the package weighs itself. Then I'll know. Okay, let me see how many tortillas I have. So I'm making green chili, chicken enchiladas. This time I'm only making one. So I'm going to make some for this weekend, I think. And I think I'm going to make like 2 big ones like this, like 2 big cake pan sizes, except, so 2, 4, 6, I need 12 tortillas. Except I need to buy like a big ass, because I'm not going to take my glass cake pans, bro, because the last party that we had, let me just say, I took my super big, brand new baking sheet. Like it was probably like double the size of this that I found at TJ Maxx. It was amazing. And I took it with us because I had put we took it to hold something on top for the last Christmas party. And we forgot to get it when we left, bro, and I never got it back until this day. Till this day, I have yet to find another cooking pan that big. Why do I want such a big, like this is the biggest that I found, and these ones are brand new that I got now for Thanksgiving. I like the super big one because since I have to feed, anything that I make, I prep everything for 8 people, no matter what. I always cook for 8 people or more because of how big my family is. So a big cake pan, a big baking sheet is perfect when I put like frozen stuff on it. Because if not, then I have to use 2 of these, and that's the whole purpose of getting the big one. So yeah, definitely not gonna take my good cake pans. Yeah, boy and girl is damn lucky. That's what I think. She's so lucky, right? That she got boy and girl her first baby. Remember I told you guys that twins run in my family. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. She has a set of twins. My other prima, my cousin Patti, which is my Tio Enriquez and my Tia Ested's daughters. She was gonna have one more baby. She wanted one more baby, and she ended up having a set of twin girls. Bro, imagine that happens to me. Oh my goodness. I want one more baby girl and then I have twin girls. Hi, Danielle. Yes, because I'll text you what yes, let me know for sure, please. Okay, 12 tortillas. 2. Oh, I need 2 more. Duh. I got all distracted. So my chicken's been boiling already for a while. How long do you guys boil your chicken? Yummy. Yes, and then the chili that I use, you guys, I use the one Hatch green chili. Wait, what? He said, I see the look. I love you too. What? Yes, yes. Hi, Cynthia. I'm making green chili chicken enchiladas. I'm a little behind on the comments, you guys, because they weren't popping up. Hi, Cal. Hi, Deborah. Let me show you guys the chili that I get. So normally we buy a big ass sack of green chili, but this time, oh my god, I hope it's not frozen. Defrost some of it. It is, but it's okay because I'm just gonna defrost a little bit from the top. But normally we buy a big sack and you end up walking away with maybe like 40 to 50 bags of these of green chili, which is way too much. But normally when we buy a big sack like that, we'll give some to my mom, to my father-in-law. Michael will give some to some of his friends. Like, we'll give some away because it's so much green chili. But then we stock up, and green chili can stay frozen for a very long time. But since there's times that, like this year we didn't get one, the good thing about when I go to El Paisano, they roast chili there, you guys. So they always have leftover chili, and you could buy them like this. And I think I paid, I'm gonna say like maybe 20 bucks for this little sack, or even less. I don't even know, to be honest, for this sack. And they have hot, mild, or extra hot, and it comes in a little bag like this. But I like the fact that it's already peeled, so you don't really have to do much. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, girl. Hi, Donna. Thank you, girlie, for the stars. I'm making green chili chicken enchiladas. Have you went to go get me some tomato sauce because I don't have any to make rice. Yesterday I made my milanesa with some rice and potatoes, and I actually just pulled some out because I was gonna warm some up to eat. That's what my milanesa came out like. I was gonna warm some up to eat some while I make enchiladas. But I'm gonna defrost this for a little bit and then see what I can get out of it. And normally I like to separate it in half, so that way I don't have to defrost the whole damn bag. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna defrost half of it. Let me go get Zeke. I'm gonna bring him in here. Oh, hope you had a good day. Oh. Thank you, Kimberly. Hold on, you guys. We were gonna get Zeke a haircut today, but we didn't make it to the mall. It's hard to go shopping, and I feel like in the wintertime to go shopping and get everything done, even if you leave early, it's kind of hard because as soon as it gets dark, you just want to go home. Use caldo de tomate. Really? Well, actually, I don't have any. I've never purchased. I might have to. No. And this is all they had, the tomato paste, but this will be fine. I could still do it. I always get caldo de pollo for like my, I never get the tomato one. Actually, I don't even think I own any. I thought I might, but the caldo de pollo, this is it. Hi, Gabby. Say hi, Papa. He's so curious to see what we're doing. Like, super curious. A ver. Baby fever, you want to borrow him for the day? It'll go away after a few. I'm just playing. He's a really good baby. He only gets like, as long as he's around people, but if he's like in there and they're quiet in there, like if they're on their phones or watching TV and I'm in here doing stuff, like he'll start making noise because he wants to see what's going on. Other than that, he's a really good baby. ¿Verdad, gordito? Like he wants to see the pot of the chicken because it's boiling. He wants to see what's going on in there. Even if I turn him this way, watch how he'll... He wants to... He's so chismoso. Hi, Desiree. I'm going to put him in his high chair. So I made... I fried 12 tortillas because I'm going to do a cake pan. And the way I normally do it, I do 2 all the way across. So like 2, 2, 2, and then layer, and then 2, 2, 2. If I, for whatever reason, if I have a lot of chicken left, but not enough to do another cake pan, then I'll fry another 6 tortillas and do 3 layers. But normally what I do is boil the chicken. I've never made it where when you buy, like, you know, the little chickens that are already made at the store. I've never actually made those, like purchased that and made my enchiladas with that. Normally I just boil my chicken and then make it like that. But it's really easy to do, honestly. Boil the chicken, shred the chicken. Do for the tortillas. And then you just add the cream of mushroom into the chicken. And then you could put some of a little bit of the juice of the water where it was boiling. I like to do that, or you could use the chicken stuff. The juice. Something in your hair. Hold on. The cheese, but this one I'm gonna use the other cheese. Caldo de tomate. You use that instead of tomato sauce? Is that what you do? I'm not sure. So for these ones, I'm gonna use asadero cheese instead of the other one. And let's see how it comes out. So I'm going to shred some of that. But I need to tie my hair up because it's hot. I swear, I hate when all my comments vanish.
1, 2, 3, 4, logged in. Yippee.
So I think I'm almost done Christmas shopping, you guys. I think. All I really need as for gifts right now is the 2 oldest. And I have a few more things for one of my other ones, but for the most part, just my older boys. And they're the hardest ones because you don't really know what to get them. And I don't want to just give them money because then whenever they're sitting there watching all the little ones open gifts, I feel so bad because they just open an envelope with money, you know? So I'd rather them be able to them being able to get a whole, like at least 1 or 2 gifts and then the rest money. I'm definitely gonna separate it. So all I'm gonna do is see how the top is already defrosting. I'm gonna try to take a good portion of it out and then I'm gonna separate it in the bags. The rice right away so I can get that out of the way. And Spanish rice is so easy to make. And I can't even believe that for the longest time I struggled making it. The only reason why I struggled making Spanish rice is because whenever I asked my mom to teach me to make it, she doesn't go by measurements. She goes by eyeball this and eyeball that. So that's like not very helpful when you're learning how to make something. So it took me a good minute to figure out what it is. Hi, Donna. Hi, Desiree. It took me a little bit to figure it out. Let's see. The actual measurements of what you need to make Spanish rice. It's a Spanish rice, not Mexican rice. I don't know why people say that. Ziki, through all the tops, Papa. So Spanish rice, some caldo de pollo. I normally don't use paste, I use regular tomato sauce, but get the regular little cans. And then rice, whatever rice you use. I only use the jasmine rice, that's my preference. Is only the jasmine one. And I do the easy measurements, you guys, easy measurements. If you need to double it, triple it after that, then go ahead and do that. But it's super easy to do. Oh my God, I'm hot. And I feel sick. I feel sick. So I do 1 cup. This is a half, so 2 of these. I do 1 cup of Spanish rice. You're gonna toast that, and then normally for 1 cup of rice, and it's gonna be 1 can of tomato sauce, which is 1 cup, 1 actual cup. I don't know what this is. So I'm probably gonna have to do 2 of these. 2 of these, right, to make 1 cup. Two of these little cans. Let's see. And you have to toast your rice. A ver, let's see, girls. Let me show you. Let me show you, amiga. ready, Freddie? Welcome. Let's see. Que no se me queme. Hold on. So I have it on medium heat. Hopefully it won't burn because... And as soon as it's like, I put a little bit of oil. This is for Spanish rice. Even if you're doing like white butter rice, you do the same thing. The only difference is you don't add the tomato can sauce in the like butter rice. And instead of oil, you use butter. So let that get a little golden while I see how much of these I need. Okay, let's see. This is I know what this is. 6 ounces. Yeah. So then only one. Papa. I'm gonna do these two. Okay. I'll zoom out a little bit. All your stuff. It's not that you're throwing it instead of... I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. So I'm gonna do 2 of these. This is 6 ounces, but don't use paste. Make sure you use regular tomato sauce. Tomato sauce, not the paste. We only have paste, and that's why we're using paste, but it really doesn't... I mean, if it's like that's all they have, then you're fine. But I prefer tomato sauce over the paste. So we're gonna do 2 of these. These are 6 ounces each. So technically, for 1 cup of rice, you do 1. For 1 cup of rice, you do 1 cup, 1 can of tomato sauce, and then you do 2 cups of water, and that's it. And then you add, of course, your caldo de pollo in it. Turn it up a little bit more. Oh, this is falling down. My life is all delayed over here. I'm starving. No, girl, come to my house. Come eat. Okay, turn it up a little bit more. So as soon as it starts to look a little golden brown, you could even smell it right away. Whatever you do, if you're gonna put it on high flame, do not walk away, girl, because it will literally burn super, super fast, and you don't want that. So if you have the flame on high, then definitely make sure that you keep mixing it like this, so that way it burns, like it toasts equally. And then you're gonna need water. Okay.
Very cool.
Okay. Hi, Ramona. I'm making making green chili chicken enchiladas with some Spanish rice, not Mexican rice, Spanish rice. Okay, so this already is a little bit defrosted where I could separate it, the green chili. And it smells so good, you guys. I love how Spanish rice smells when it's getting like toasted like this. And it's already, I mean, if you wanted to add the tomato paste, you could do that now. But I'm gonna do it a little bit more, and I'm gonna get my 1 cup. So normally what I do is I do 1 cup rice, and then I do 1 can of an actual regular size can, which is 1 cup of tomato sauce, and then I add the water in the same can twice, because it's 2 cups of water, 1 cup tomato sauce for 1 cup of rice. So if you double your rice, 2 cups of rice, then that'll be 2 cans of tomato sauce and 4 cups of water. Just double the recipe if you have to. But see how it looks very nicely golden brown and it's not burned? That's what you want. If you let it sit, it will burn really, really fast. So I'm gonna lower the heat, and then let's see if this will come out. Let me move it out of the heat because I'm scared, girl. I'm scared. I thought it was gonna splash everywhere. Because this doesn't come out like tomato sauce. I should have used a small little. Spoon. Let me get another spoon. Don't mind the mess, guys. And that might even be too much, but I'm not gonna put it all. And then the 2 cups of water. That's 1. Oh shit, that was hot. And 2. And then obviously mix it really, really good where the paste is not pasty. I think that was too much. It's gonna be extra tomato saucy today. That's what Hubby likes too. Yeah, definitely that was not 1 cup. So this will be more tomato saucy than anything. But if you do the right, correct measurements, like I said, 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of rice, and 1 can of tomato sauce, 2 cups of water, you'll be good. I kind of want to add a little bit more water.
Are you making the rice?
Okay, anyways. And then for this part, to add this, I literally can't really tell you how much I add, because all I do is I grab a tablespoon, but I don't do the whole thing. I literally, let's see, I barely even put any on there, because, yeah. But I like to put it in my hand like this and then add it, because if it's like clumpy, sometimes it doesn't dissolve in there like fully, and then you'll have chunks when it's done, you'll see it in there, and I don't like that. That's like getting a whole ass bite of salt. Yeah, so this is a lot of tomato sauce. I don't know why hubby confirmed that too, because it really wasn't. I think we would have been fine with just 1 can. So normally after this, let it boil have to let it boil. And once it boils, cover it. You guys, I think I'm gonna, bro. Because that is too much tomato sauce. Look at it. That was way too much. Too much tomato. Need more. Once it boils, then cover it. I just don't want it to fly everywhere as it is. And then you're gonna lower it all to the lowest there is. My chicken over there is boiling, so let me flip you guys around. My wrist really hurts really bad. Bad. This man, he said 2. In all reality, it was just 1. One of these, not 2, you guys. Then it'll still be fine. It'll just be more like, so you know how it won't look like this rice. It's gonna be more, like more watery. So this is the white rice, butter rice that I made yesterday. So it won't come out this dry, like actual Spanish rice. Since that one has so much tomato sauce in it, it's gonna be more juicy, but it's still good. I'm definitely down to do that. I would add more water too. Yes, I did. Yeah, if I add more rice, I have to toast it. I can't just throw it in there like that. Oh, Buffy. The problem is that you start choking. Hold on, Buffy. And he loves these, you guys, but I always get so nervous that he's gonna choke. Yummy, your cookie. He like already know. Oh, babe. He's gonna make a mess with this. Here, Papa. Yummy. The only thing that scares me is that those little cookies, they melt so easily. And he will take a big old bite with his little teeth. And then he doesn't like to, he don't like the texture of it, and he'll start gagging all crazy. Like, he'll start gagging all crazy, and then freak out. After lowering the heat, how long do you cook? So normally, honestly, I've never timed it, but I'm gonna say check it after 7 minutes, because depending on your flame too. If it's super, super, super low, then probably 10 minutes. If it's 1 cup of rice. But in all reality, the way I know when it's done is if you have a glass cover to it, it will literally look like you got a pencil or something and you went and made a bunch of holes on the top, like you poked holes all over it. It will look like that, and that means it's done. I mean, you don't even have to move your rice. If you can see all them little holes like that on the top and there's no juice around it, like it's not juicy, then it's done. But if it has extra tomato sauce like that, it's gonna look juicy like that, but it'll still have the holes. So that as soon as you see those holes, that indicates that your rice is done. I promise. Like, that's the best way to know that your rice is done. Because in the past, Michael likes it extra, like with extra tomato sauce in it. In the past, I've done it where I put 1.5 cans of tomato sauce so it could have extra tomato sauce in it. And it'll look like that, except it has the holes in it with the extra tomato sauce on top. But yeah, it's pretty easy. It just depends, because like I said, if your flame, your all the way turned down flame isn't really low, then it's gonna cook faster. You okay? You gotta put it sideways. If you put it the other way, you're not gonna get any. He's so funny. Whenever the cookie's like this much, and if it falls in here, I'll give him a new one, right? But whenever he's done with the second one, he'll start digging in here to get the other little cookie. He's hilarious. Oh my God, it's freaking hot. Okay, I think I'm gonna take this out already. Let me move you guys this way. I'm gonna take a piece of that chicken out, cut it in the middle to see if it is done, so I can start pulling down so I can shred it. This is hot. Okay, so if your chicken looks like this, then it's ready to be shredded. So I'm just gonna take all the pieces of chicken out, but don't throw the juice away, because like I said, you could use that for your mixture for the cream of mushroom and the chicken. So I did a whole family pack chicken, which comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chicken breast chicken, like big pieces, because it's the family pack. So don't throw the juice away. Then I'm gonna let that cool down, and I'm gonna separate the chili for now. And then this is the cheese that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use asadero this time. Look at Zeke, you guys. He is so funny. He's like, Mom, why are you showing me? Zeke, who's that? ¿Quién es, papá? Ziki. Sorry. ¿Quién es, papá? Look at, see, he has a big old piece in there. That makes me so freaking nervous. Like, for real, because... See? No. Literally just choked and you're gonna put it back in there. That's why I get so nervous, you guys. Whenever it gets down to this little piece, like when it's small like that, it's so easy for him to bite it like that, and he gags instantly. And yeah, he starts choking out of it. So I literally have to go and grab the piece out of his mouth and then give him another one because... Hold on, puppy. I get so nervous giving those to him, you guys. I get so nervous. Like, I get a freaking... Yeah, I get nervous, but Michael has like an anxiety attack. He does not volunteer to feed the baby anything like this because he really freaks out. Like, he'll literally call for me to come and deal with it because he gets nervous. So that's why he'd rather just not give it to him. And I completely get it because I get freaking hot sweats where I get so scared. Like, I've never had, knock on wood, any of my children get, like, choke where I can't get it out. You know, like, you go in there with your finger and you do, like, a little claw to get the stuff out. That's what I normally do with the cookies and stuff. But I've never had any of my children choke where it's, like, in their throat and I don't know, I'm panicking, I don't know what to do. Never had that problem, but I remember one time my brother Luis, when he was little, he used to eat chicken all the time, and one time my mom gave him a piece and he was choking, and I guess it was already halfway down his throat and they couldn't get it out. My brother, he's a white boy, like he's light complected, that güerito, like he's white boy. And he was already starting to change colors, you guys, because my mom couldn't get it out. My tia, she actually picked him up, flipped him over, and she was like smacking him, trying to get it out. And still, it was so scary. I was little, and that was so scary. So now it's like, we even bought a thing, you guys, to use that's supposed to help prevent them from choking. Where is it? I bought one, and it didn't even freaking work. I literally paid a bunch of money for this. For the same reason that I'm like to have just in case something like that were to happen, because that's scary, man. So it came with this. I don't know if you guys seen the commercial where like the ads or whatever, and it's one of these little pumps and it comes with the mouthpiece, right? It looks like this. So basically what you're supposed to do is, it's like a plunger. You put the parts on it, you put it on their mouth, and then you pump it down like that, and it gets it in like a suction, and then it pulls it out of their throat, like it makes it come out like this, right? Well, it didn't even freaking work, bro. Like, I am so annoyed about it. And it's for adults and children. It comes with 2 different attachments, and it has to be broken. I mean, because come on, how can we not figure it out with 3 pieces? There's just no way that we can't figure it out. So it attaches and everything, or I think that is the problem, that it doesn't stay attached. See, like, but I don't know. Yeah, because I would be able to feel it. Yeah, like it doesn't stay attached to it. So I don't know, even the bigger one. And these are supposed to be really good. So I don't know if I just ordered from like the knockoff place. Yeah, Michael says that's what it was. But if you guys could get the original one, like the actual one. You finished it? Or did it fall? It's okay, I'll give you another one because that one's scary already. Hold on. Look at your face. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. A ver, tu boquita. Uh-oh. Let's see. It's in your hair. Hold on, I'm gonna give it to Right here, shared. Hi, Tina. Thank you for sharing. He loves those cookies too. He does, but I get so scared, you guys. So if you guys find the actual place or you ordered one from the real place, let me know, because I thought I ordered from the actual correct place. And it took forever for it to come in. And I think I paid like $45 for it, maybe like around $50. And it didn't even work, which sucks because that's the whole purpose of having it in case something happens. And yeah, so. And then the other ones I got in these little things right here. They're pick-me sticks, the strawberry ones. And he likes these, but these ones too. If he takes a bite out of it, he don't like the texture of the stuff, whatever it is, and he'll gag, and then that's what causes him to start choking. That he gags, like he'll make the funniest faces ever, cause he gags. But those cookies he loves, but they're biscuits. They're basically biscuits. So they like dissolve very easily. And then I give him like the little melts. And those ones since it's a little piece that goes in there, since he gets all like grossed out or something, I don't know. He also starts gagging right away because of the little melts. Hold on. Oh, that's actually too not in there. This, I think, goes to my little cup blender up here. I need to put more tape in that thing right here because it keeps falling off. For my little bullet, oh my god, do you guys remember the true crime story I shared with you guys of that freaking horrible monster dad guy that basically unalived his baby girl and was carrying his daughter around in a duffel bag, you guys? And then eventually he had to get rid of the little girl's body because it was starting to smell really bad. And he was staying in somebody's house because he didn't have a home. And since he had the little girl in the duffel bag for such a long time, it started smelling. So he was like freaking out, right? So he went and got one of these, a bullet. Is this a bullet? Yeah. He went and got one of these and basically cut her up in pieces and was blending her. And he got caught because he was flushing it where he was staying at, and then I guess the people that lived around, they started smelling it because of it going down the pipes and stuff. So they called the cops on him. And they found pieces of the little girl that he still had, because obviously he wasn't able to do it all. He used that little bullet to put her in there to blend her, to like make her into smaller pieces. And then the turkey carvers, he used that to cut her. Oh my god, Michelle, no. You know what that sounds like? The story that originally got me into true crime stuff was when I first started doing makeup. And the same thing happened to this girl, Taniqua. You guys remember that? Taniqua Jenkins, I think. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. But she went to a hotel party with her friends, and they had video cameras at the hotel of her walking up and down, like wandering in the hotel, like really, really wasted. And they couldn't find her. So the friends started calling the cops and all these people, the mom and everybody, because they couldn't find her. And the freaking hotel people made them leave, because if they didn't leave, they were going to call the cops on them, right? Please, no more. Let's be done with it. You're not even, now you're just doing it to do it. cookies and he wants more. But he wants them. How am I not? It's when he gets to this much. If he likes it, how is he ever going to learn if I don't give it to him? Am I supposed to like give him bottles his whole life? No more, Ziggy. You're done. I'm sorry, friend, but you're cut off. Anyways, the girl, they told the mom that they were gonna call the cops on the mom and all the friends, because that they were basically bothering the other guests, but the daughter was missing, you guys. And then finally, the mom was pissed off about it, and they caused a big old scene, and they were saying like, we're not leaving because I know my daughter's inside of this hotel somewhere. They found her frozen. So they was like, in the hotel, they had an area where they have like the kitchen area, but I guess it was under construction because they were doing something. I don't know what they were doing. But when they went and they searched everywhere, the cops and stuff, they couldn't find her. And then finally, somebody went in that area and they found the girl frozen, unalived in the freaking freezer, you guys. The craziest thing is that the only camera that is literally across from the freaking freezer where they found her wasn't working. Like, what? She was missing teeth. Her pants were pulled down midway, her shirt was completely off. She was missing one shoe, which they never found her shoe. She was missing one pair of shoes. But they claimed that she locked herself in there herself, and that supposedly that when she locked herself in there, which keep in mind that inside of those freezers, they have like an emergency button that you push so that way you could get out. But they claimed that she was so intoxicated that she passed out in there, and the reason she took off all her clothes was when your body starts to get super, super cold. I guess that at one point after freezing for such a long time, your body starts to overheat. So she started taking off her clothes. Okay, so I get that. But how did she knock her teeth out? She had black on her nails, like if they had put her in a black bag and then drug her in there, because there's also like video tapes of people claiming that they think that one of the workers did something to her, and then he put her in a trash bag, like a big trash bag, and hauled her in one of those laundry bins and took her in there and dumped her in there. I don't know, but you know what's so sad? Like, it's been years, bro. It's been years, and they've never been able to just like put the blame on anybody. Like, nobody has ever gotten blamed for it, but that's what happened to her. That's what what you just said reminded me of that. That's literally the main story, the first story that I've ever got into when that happened to her. And it's when I first started doing makeup. That's when I learned about that story, because it had just happened. This was in 2019 or 18. Look it up, you guys. It's so sad. She's such a beautiful girl. That happened in Chicago. No more cookies for you, Dad said. That's what he said. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that, Ziki, that he said no cookies for you? Little. No more cookies for you, he said. He wants to see what his dad's doing. Well, Papa, I think he's done with his hair, you guys. Or maybe it's like a habit for him to, like, when he's trying to go to sleep, it's probably a habit, because whenever he's trying to go to sleep, when he's really, really tired, he plays with the back of his hair because it's like so long back here. So I kind of feel bad to cut it if that's what it is too. Sorry guys, I don't really see your comments over here. Wait, for the Taniqua one, I don't think The mom got a settlement from the the hotel because the hotel wanted the mom to drop it. So she did get a settlement for it. But she still has like what is it called? She still does protest and stuff for that whole situation. But you know, regardless if the mom was being quiet or not, I've seen so many different posts of people like investigating on their own. You know, like how everybody does on social media, they go and they start investigating on their own, and then like, oh, I seen this, did you guys see this, you guys missed this on the freaking video camera. Like, I seen a lot of that. But I've also seen that some of her friends that were with her that night said that she was with one of the guys that worked there, that she knew one of the guys that worked there. So they think it was actually him that did it. Let me see your nosy, Zicky. Hey, let me see. Let me see your nosy. A ver. Oh, please. Please. A ver. Zicky, he won't let me. Oh my God, I could only hold him on this side because my hand is... Show him your teeth, Papa. Look at Zicky. Mira, papi, mira. Papa, show him your teeth. Say, look at my teethies. Show him, Papa, look. Never mind. He's trying to see what Michael's doing. But yeah, that's what I seen, and I just feel so bad for the lady. Like, regardless, yeah, she got her settlement or whatever, but no settlement, no matter how much money you get, your daughter is never gonna come back. And that is so sad how your kid can go to a hotel party, regardless if she's underage or not, she was still there. And then for you to tell her like, oh, you gotta leave because I'm gonna call the cops on you because you're basically bothering the other guest. Fuck that. I ain't leaving nowhere. I'm gonna knock on every single door until I find my daughter that's freaking missing. And she should have did that. She should have told them, call the cops, let them come over here so they can help. Because that is so messed up. Man, I would have went and pulled the fire thing. So that way they think there's a fire and everybody can come out, and then we would know if she was in any rooms. But in all reality, by them telling the mom that she had to leave because if not, they were gonna call the cops, the girl was freezing, and they could have maybe saved her if they would have found her, if they would have went and looked everywhere. But instead they made the mom leave, and then they didn't start looking for the girl till hours later. The fish tank or what?
Yeah. Trying to see, I saw this cool trick though where the guy goes, look at it going this way, where you just push it all the way in as much as you can.
For what?
Go like that.
To do what though?
To strengthen stuff, bro. Like, cause we take fuel out of our tanks for our sprayers for when we do asphalt. I told you not to put thing in there, so we can't use our little thing anymore. So it's gonna do that.
Okay, let me put it down so I can finish. Because he's ready for a bottle, to be honest. Haziki, you're ready for a bottle.
So how you guys do it?
Okay. So I'm gonna share this meat. I'm gonna put on these gloves really fast. If you've never seen that story, go look into it. Are you okay? Are you pretending at this point? I think you're pretending. Oh, Jiffy boy. Then, Papa. Okay, I'm gonna shred all this meat really fast, you guys. But if you go on YouTube, you guys can find. Okay, Okay, so my rice is almost done, and then I'll show you guys what I meant about the little holes. I know a lot of you guys, my rice is going to be extra tomato-y because we put all that paste in it. I should have only did one, to be honest. I should have did one and then seen what it looked like and then added the second one, but I didn't. I showed my meat with my hands. I don't do any other little tricks. I just do it like this. So just shred it. And if your meat is like perfectly cooked, it will literally shred it so easily. You won't even struggle. I like to do it with my hands too, so I could take out like any chunks of meat that I see in there that I don't want to eat, that I don't like any of it, I'll take it out. That's why I feel like if I shred it a different way, then those kind of stay in your food, and I don't like that. Hold on, Papa.
Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes.
Let me turn you guys around so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna see, like, stuff like that. I don't know what that is, so taking it all out. Not gonna chance it, girl. Hold on, Papas, hold on. I know some of you guys like use the blender. Some of you guys do other stuff. I like to do it with a fork too. It's easy with the fork as well, but honestly I feel like this isn't too bad. See, like even just smashing it like that, it shreds easily because it's so soft and tender. I had this cooking for a while. And I don't try to shred it extra thin because obviously I don't want it to be too thinned out either. Hola. Ida? Hola. Oh, Papas, hold on. Like he's been there for hours.
Come on, man.
We had lasagna for dinner, washing dishes, and watching your live. Do you make it from scratch? Your lasagna? There's so many different ways to make lasagna. Honestly, I don't know which one I like better because I know depending on what you go with, like if you go with the ricotta or you go with cottage cheese, or if you go with anything else, it all extremely changes the flavor of the lasagna. I love cottage cheese, so I can honestly say the cottage cheese one I like best, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of frozen lasagna. My favorite food in the whole entire world is pasta. Anything like Italian food, love. Also barbecuing, like anything with barbecue food. Growing up, I used to be so obsessed with burgers. Like I could eat burgers every day, all day long. Especially like if I went to Juarez. When I go to Mexico, it's like mandatory I have to eat a burger. Like mandatory. See, like I'm gonna get rid of all that because Well, we have to do our pictures, you guys, and I'm so sad because this year will be officially the first year that we do Christmas pictures without my dog, my Troubles. I feel horrible. Like, that makes me so sad. Like, this year I didn't have to get him a matching outfit with us. That's so sad, my poor doggy. Yes, I did. Don't do cottage cheese because my hubby doesn't like it. Yeah, I don't think they really care for it either. The cottage cheese.
See, you're in with my
That's how yesterday I spilled it, the whole bottle, and I had already all I had to do was put the cover in shape, and I spilled the whole thing because of him.
You're interfering with my science project, blah.
His science project. Okay. So I'll check my rice now too. It's been in there for a while, honestly. I know I didn't time it, so I don't know how long it's been since it's been cooking. He can't even crawl or walk. He has to be held. He's gonna roll over here, Zeke. Roll on over. Okay, so now I gotta put it in this pan because I'm gonna add some of this juice. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use that 1 cup.
Still? No, what? I just mopped it out.
Okay, so I'm gonna use this little 1 cup to save the juice that I used to boil the chicken, just because I might need it. And then I'm gonna dump the rest of it and put the chicken in there. So then I'm gonna put all the chicken in that pot, and then I'll show you guys really. I have to do the chili now and turn on the oven, actually. Once you put it in the oven, you guys, it's super fast because everything's already cooked. Basically, all it really is for the cheese to melt. So I'll put all this chicken in there. Throw all this in here. I already toasted my tortillas. So now I gotta get
Hey. See. No. Stop.
Vicky.
Bro, you're a bicep killer. Bicep killer, bro. Holding you. Killer bicep, boy.
So I'm gonna clean the chili really fast, guys. normally when I'm cleaning it, just from the heat of the water, you could smell the chili and it'll like bother your throat. But like you'll know instantly. Okay, so I did 5 pieces, and see, it doesn't look really super green. So this is what it looks like. If I need more, I'll get more. But now let me show you this part really fast. Very, very fast. Okay. Okay, so what you need is some garlic salt. Don't be shy, girl, with the garlic salt. I love the way garlic smells. Love it. Garlic powder. And a little bit regular salt. I think my rice is done. And then we need una navaja. A good knife. You need a good knife. I should have probably not did a paper plate, but it's okay. I'm gonna make it work. It's better if you use a glass plate because you're gonna use a knife to chop it up in pieces. And this is literally the easiest way to do it. You get a fork, a knife. Let me zoom you guys out a little more. Okay, fork, knife, and then you're gonna put your knife in between your fork like this. Okay, and then you just that's why it's easier when you use a glass plate. I probably should have used, I know, hold on. Let me transfer it over here to where I had the chicken on that I just shredded. I'm gonna put it in here. Anyways, this is where I shredded the chicken, so don't come for me. It's fine. It's just the shredded chicken. Okay? So now again, put it in the middle like this. Like that. See? Boom, 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 boom. I used to be married to what's his name? Emerald, the cook. He taught me this when we were married. You guys know who Emerald, the cook, is? And he goes like this with the salt. Bam, bam, bam. I don't know if he still cooks. He's a chef. There's a little piece of the chili. It smells really good. I'm not gonna lie, girl. The chili smells good. I always get mild, you guys, because Jaden loves green chili chicken enchiladas. And as long as it's not spicy, he doesn't know it's chili and he'll eat them. And he loves enchiladas. So see how it shreds it perfectly? If you still see big clumps, then just put it all together and do it again, girl. Let's see. Junior, thank you for the stars. I believe no friends in that hotel has something to do with. Yeah, so do I. I truly believe the same thing that they all knew. Damn blizzard. Oh my god, a blizzard? Is it snowing over there bad? Cause how much snow have you guys gotten over there? I tried to get them all of the skin, the toasted skin, but if you have a few little pieces in there, it's not the end of the world. But that's good enough, see? So then, let's go to the other side. Let me move you guys over there now. First, let's see if my rice is done. How about that? So let's uncover it and see what it looks like. Zoom you guys in. Again, it's gonna be a little extra tomato saucy because we put a lot of tomato paste. But you see the little holes? You see? Sorry, hold on. You see the holes? Normally, you'll be able to see those little holes all over like that when it's 100% done. But since I put so much tomato paste in it, I don't know. So I'm gonna move it a little to the side and it's fine. But this is extra tomato sauce paste, so it's done. But you'll see a bunch of holes like that, you guys. So this is done already. And then I'm gonna turn on my oven really fast. Oh, these kids are going to take this out. Put the oven to bake. Let's do 375. And then I'm gonna bring you guys to this side now, so you guys can see what I'm doing over here. So this is the 1 cup of the juice that I kept where the chicken boiled. I saved that because sometimes when you put the cream of mushroom, if this is too dry, then I use I add some of that juice in there so it won't be all dried out, because you don't want it to be all dried out like that. You want it to be juicy, but not overdoing it juicy either. Okay. Did you make him a bottle or no?
No.
He needs a bottle. Hold on, you guys. I told you he needed a bottle.
What?
I told you he needed one. That's why he's not stopping. Hold on, you guys. Sorry. Make him a bottle.
When do you want them up?
The 6th?
Yeah.
I've been doing that.
Okay.
Remember this morning he was all crying and I did 6? With the 6, he's happy with that. He's a happy camper with that. Okay, so let me zoom you guys out a little bit so you could actually see. So let me get the cream of mushroom. So cream of mushroom. This is the one that I use. Looks like this. And pour it in there. And I'm using the super big can. But if I was using the smaller one, then I would probably use 2 of them. Just because it's a little smaller. So for this one, since it's a lot of meat, that's why I said if I could make 3 layers, then I'm gonna have to fry 6 more tortillas. But if it's a lot of meat, like if there's a lot of chicken left, then I'll go ahead and do another tray. So I'm gonna move the Spanish rice back. And I think I might need another can. Yeah. So I'm gonna need another one because look, that's barely any. And this is 6.6 ounces. So let me turn this on. I put it on medium. I'm gonna mix it before I go and I add more, because what if I don't really need it? But see how it's like a little hard to mix because it's dry because of the chicken. So that's why I saved some of the juice from me boiling the chicken. And I add it in there. You don't need more than a cup because you don't overdo it unless you have a lot of chicken. But yeah, we need more cream of mushroom. So let me get more. Another one. Hopefully I have one. Si no, pues me chingo. Yeah, amiga. I might not have one. Nope. I think that's all I have. Yeah. Jeez. That's all I have. So, I'm gonna put more of this. I literally was not prepared, you guys. I literally thought I had all this stuff. But I think we'll be fine, to be honest. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. So then I'm gonna add a little bit more so it's not super dry. There we go. Like that. So the one big can was fine. And then I'm going to add all. Oh, there's that little piece of. And then I'll see if I need to add more chili, but I don't want to overdo it because like I said, Jaden eats this as well. He doesn't even know it has chili. It's just like more for the flavor, to be honest. Let me mix it. I think I'm gonna add maybe another chili or two. Yeah, I'm gonna add 2 more. Just so I could have a little more. And then I'm gonna add the rest of that. They might be fine, but I think I want to add at least 1 or 2 more. Sometimes you just never know with the chili if it's going to be extremely hot. You never know. Because since I haven't tasted that batch of the one that I just brought home, so I have no idea if it's spicy or not. So that's why I kind of don't want to put too much until I'm going to add 2 pieces more. That means 2 more pieces. Is it? Check it. Make sure it's not the top that comes out fast, because if it is, he won't drink it. But he will literally freak out if it is. Gotten just in the past couple of weeks almost a foot in snow. Lucky. I want snow. I want to take the kids tubing so bad, and all we got was like a little tease, literally like a little tease of snow. Man, it would be awesome to even just get some, you know, for Christmas, to wake up to snow. That would be awesome. See, this one still has a lot of the peeling on it. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just don't like to put it in there. Oh well. Hopefully this isn't hot, man. I really hope it's not. I got mild, but I just hope that Jaden don't taste it and then he's like, Mom. It will probably ruin it for him forever because he doesn't know that this has chili in it. He literally doesn't. Even the red enchiladas, he thinks it's ketchup or tomato sauce. That's what he thinks. Pushed it all the way down. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is perfect. See how it's not dry? Like, that's what you want it to look like. And then, of course, you could add more seasoning. I'm just going to put more salt. I did boil my chicken with salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and all of that. It smells so good. Okay, next, all I have to do is shred the cheese. Unless you buy like shredded cheese already, then obviously if you buy shredded cheese, then you don't have to do what I'm doing, but I'm gonna use this specific cheese. So I need to shred my cheese because I like this one instead of mozzarella cheese. I'm using asadero. Normally I use the monster one, but this time we're using this asadero. Let me put this in here and rinse this so I could cut a piece of chili. Use this plate right here. So I don't bury a bunch of freaking dishes. So I'm gonna cut a big piece off of this block. Normally I always get a big old block like this of both, well, just mainly the monster one, but this time I got asadero, which is perfect for melting stuff. So let's cut this off. I hate when it has like the logo thing on it. So let's do this much. I don't know how much I'm gonna need, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this whole little brick. Again, you could get shredded cheese if you want, but I like the good cheese. I like the fattening cheese. You know, Miss Piggy over here. We shy with the cheese. We like the extra fattening stuff over here. Hi, Meech. Hey, girl, hey. We're gonna shred this, move this out of the way so that way. I turned it all the way down already. It doesn't really, the only reason why I turn on the stove when I'm mixing the green chili with the, with the chicken and the cream of mushroom, the reason why I do that, hold on, let me take this off because it's too hot. The reason why I like to warm it up is because it makes it easier to mix everything than it being all cold. Because at the end of the day, it's all gonna warm up in the stove anyways, but I just think for me, personally, it works better if I do it like that. So I'm gonna shred this cheese really fast. You would think that my kids would be in here helping me, right? You would think. Cause does your daughter help you cook, Jess, or no? Or your son? I remember when Serenity was little, she would always want to be in the kitchen and she would always want to do the dishes. And I would always tell her, yeah, you want to do the dishes now, but I promise you when you get older, you're not going to want to do them. So when she was little, I took advantage and let her do the dishes. Because I knew when she got bigger, it was going to be like, no, Mom. So, do you guys want me to flip you around so you could actually see the whole, process? Hi, Patsy. Oh, happy birthday, girl. Happy birthday. Can everybody wish Miss Patsy a happy birthday? May all your wishes come true, girl. I just messaged you. I want to know the vitamins you're taking for your hair growth. Thank you, amiga. I'll show you right now. These are the ones that I take. Look. These are the ones that I take. They do come in a blue bottle. The blue bottle is for men. The gray bottle, I don't know if it's men and women, but the gray bottle, the gray box is $80. But it has, it's enough for 3 months. Sorry, I'm checking on the baby. Oh, I asked you if the twins help you cook. Because I'm like, yes, my kids should be in here helping me, but no, they just show up to eat, literally. So I'm gonna turn you guys around so you guys can see. You're welcome. But yes, so the green bottle, the gray bottle, I don't know if it's for men and women. Honest to God, I have no idea. But the pink one is the ones that I've been taking, so those are the only ones that I can actually, say that it works, because that's what I use, okay? The gray one, it is a supplement for 3 months, but I don't know if it's for men and women or what it is. I've never tried them. I just do the pink ones. The blue ones are for men, and you could get them I always buy mine at Walgreens. I've never seen them at Walmart. I don't really shop at Target. Other than that, I don't even get them through TikTok, because I believe TikTok sells them through their TikTok shop. But I don't know if it's the real ones or if they're knockoffs or they're the third-party ones. I don't know, so I don't even chance it. The ones from Walgreens worked for me, and that's what I do. So I don't put nothing on the bottom. Like, I literally just, go as we do it. So these ones I already fried, so that's why they look like that. I don't know, I could never do enchiladas without frying my tortillas. It would be very I would not like it. Like, like I said, we like the fatness over here, girl. So then I do that, and then I'm gonna do, don't be a tight ass either.